In 2004, Toyota found a distinct lack of entry-level cars in the market for young teens and adults just looking to find their first car. Toyota also knew that their cars were considered old and for mature audiences, so they had to fix this problem. And in 2005, Scion was announced. Scion was the younger, hip, and cool version of all Toyota cars. It was marketed towards teens and young adults looking to buy their first car. It also was marketed with full customizability to make it your own and be different from everybody else. And the Scion TC was no exception. What we have here is the second gen Scion TC, years ranging from 2011 to 2013. Just a little over 60,000 of these units were produced for the US, and they come with a 2.5 liter inline 4, making a little bit over 160 horsepower and 176 foot-pounds of torque. That's not bad for a car that weighs just a little bit over 3,000 pounds. This particular one here is a 6-speed manual, but you can also find these cars in 6-speed automatic. Now let's talk about driving. The Scion TC is a very low-powered car, so you have to keep it up in the high RPMs to really enjoy it. I'd say about 45 to the 6,000 RPMs to be happy and moving. The car handling though is another thing. It bites and it turns very well and is able to keep grip through those front tires. Alright, so we're about 30 miles an hour right now. And the first thing off the bat you hear is a lot of noise from the engine and the exhaust. Now this car has been upgraded to a 3-inch exhaust system as well as riding on coilovers. So you will expect a little bit of those noises, but overall the car is not bad. The car is still on the OEM clutch too, and it feels really smooth and direct, ready to go. And when you get on the power, it's there and ready to go as well. I will say it feels like the length of the shifter is very long, and sometimes you can get kind of lost on the way down there. Now the car, like I said, only has about 160 horsepower, so you really got to be in those high RPMs in order to really feel it go anywhere outside of normal cruising. Right now we're sitting at about 2,500 RPM, and I can tell that the car needs to do more, especially when I get onto it. Now if I were to shift back up and get up to about, let's say, 35 to 4, the car would really start to take off. And that's okay for city driving, but on the highway you might want something a little bit extra. Now as far as steering goes, the car feels nice and direct. I'm pointing it exactly where I want it to go. The steering is quick and responsive, and the car does not sway too much due to the coilover system. I actually took this car to Tail of the Dragon not too long ago and was competing with Mercedes and the like. Cars have a lot more horsepower and a lot better design than this one. So I can't complain too bad. This car, back in 2012, produced a modest 26 miles per gallon. Now that's not too spectacular, especially coming from something as small as this 2.5 liter, but it is enough to get around town and be, kinda economical. The tank holds about $20 worth of gas anyway, so you shouldn't have too much problems. Like I said, this car is driven daily, and about once every week and a half as a fill up. I can't complain. This black cloth interior sits 5 adults comfortably, unlike some of the other smaller Scions we have out there. This also comes with a flat bottom steering wheel and very low seat clearance, that way your knees do not hit when you're getting in and out of the car or in those sharp turns. Now this car does not have it, but you can upgrade to a touchscreen radio. I just have the basic Pioneer one that we got standard. Over the first gen, the second gen got a lot boxier and a lot more edgier, and I tend to like that design personally. Also equipped with a rear wing, front lip, and nice panoramic sunroof, this car is a looker when it comes on the street. When talking about the Scion TC, we just cannot ignore that roof. That's not just black paint you see, that is a full panoramic roof stretching from the front to the back of the vehicle. You can also see it from the inside too, where the front seat and the back seat can both have their own separate sunroofs. All in all, I'd say this car is a great buy. It's small, peppy, and perfect for you guys just starting out or looking for just a quick daily driver. Examples of these go for about 5 to 6 grand right now, so if you can pick one up in your area, I would suggest doing so. I drive mine on the daily, and it has always been there, always been reliable. So as you guys may know, this is my actual Scion TC, and in other countries like China and Africa, it was actually sold under Toyota. We're going to place a link up here so you can see the video on how to get your own Toyota badges for this car. Alright, that's enough for me today. Thank you guys for watching. This has been The Left Pedal, and we'll see you next time.